Welcome to part 13 of Maya's Meadow. In this part we'll be joining our columns to each other. There will be 4 joins. Each of them will have 1,000 stitches. I'm sorry. You're welcome. For the joins we will work into a small column and then into a large column before joining them together, much as we did when we joined the motifs to each other. For instance, if you start at the bottom of a small column and work your way up, you will start at the top of a large column and work your way down again, and vice versa. There are diagrams on the website that will show you the direction of joining both for right-handed and left-handed crocheters. I guess we'd better get started. I'm going to use color P to join, which is the background color, and we're going to start in the chain 2 corner space at the start of a small column. Or before we do that, it's worth saying that when I started this project, I didn't know if I was going to be doing videos or if I would manage to do videos. I wanted to do them, but I just wasn't sure. So I'd made the complete blanket already. Now for all the other parts, it was easy enough to remake the parts as I did the videos. But for this part, I had 2 options. I could either make all the motifs again to demonstrate the joining and the border, or I could decrochet, which is frogging or pulling out, remove parts of the border, undo one of the columns so that I could demonstrate it for the videos, and I opted to decrochet, which I did on the beach last Wednesday, and I'll pop a little video clip of this at the end of this video if you fancy seeing how I cut into the blanket and undid hours of work just so I could do this video. Anyway, my heart is light about that. So let's get started. For joining row 1, we're going to start in the chain 2 corner space at the start of a small column, and we're going to join our yarn by making a standing half double crochet 2 together in the chain 2 corner space and the first stitch after the chain 2 corner space. Half double crochet in the next 16 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, leave my yarn butts, and 16. That will bring us back to the next chain 2 corner space. We're going to make a half double crochet in that chain 2 corner space. What are you chasing, buddy? And then we're going to mix it up a little bit. So to account for that little dip I spoke about in the previous video, we are going to do 2 double crochets in the second half double crochet of joining row 1. So that's there. That will contain a joining single crochet. So that's 1 double crochet and another double crochet made. And then we're going to make 2 double crochets in the last half double crochet of joining row 1, which contains the same single crochet join. So 2 double crochets. It's so fiddly keeping all of this work on the bench while I'm working without it falling off. Let me just rearrange some stuff quickly. We're going to half double crochet in the next chain 2 space, which is there. Half double crochet in the next 32 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Buddy, stop chasing flies, please. 1, 2, 32. This will bring us to the next chain 2 space, so we're going to make a half double crochet in that chain 2 space. This will form your repeat. I'll show it to you one more time, but everything from when you made these 2 double crochets in the second stitch of the joining row 1 up until working into this corner space, that is your repeat, and you're going to do that 7 more times. So I'll demonstrate it again and then I'll skip to the end. So this is the start of the repeat. Make 2 double crochets in the second stitch of joining row 1, which will contain the last joining stitch of joining row 2. Make 2 double crochets in the last stitch of joining row 1, which will contain that same joining stitch. Oh man, this is such a cumbersome piece to work with. Half double crochet in the next chain 2 space, half double crochet in the next 32 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is when it would be nice to have a bigger table. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, and half double crochet in the next chain 2 space. So I'm going to keep repeating that until I get to the last motif. So the repeat again is 2 double crochet in the second stitch of joining row 1, 2 double crochet in the last half double crochet of joining row 1. Both of those will contain a joining stitch. Half double crochet in the chain 2 corner space, 32 half double crochets, half double crochet in the next chain 2 corner space, and we're going to do that until we get to the last motif. I'm at the last motif now. I've repeated that repeat 7 more times for a total of 8 times, and we're going to work into the last motif now. We're going to make 2 double crochets in the second half double crochet of joining row 1, and 2 double crochets in the last half double crochet of joining row 1, and both of them will contain that joining single crochet. Half double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and half double crochet in the next 31 stitches. So not 32, 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 and 31. So there should now be one stitch left before the chain 2 corner space, and we are going to make a half double crochet 2 together in this last stitch and the chain 2 corner space. Right, so I've now worked into the entire small column. Look at that, oh, so many stitches. And we have made 359 stitches in total into this small column. Now we're going to work into the large column, which means I have to go fetch my large column. And we're going to start, same as what we did for the small column, in the chain 2 corner space. So we're going to half double crochet 2 together in the chain 2 corner space and the next stitch. First stitch, make sure you don't accidentally skip a stitch. Oh, this is getting heavy. Half double crochet in the next 49 stitches. Enjoy the sound of me counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shall I just count in fives? 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. And 49. This will bring us to the chain 2 corner space, and we're going to make a half double crochet in that chain 2 corner space. And here it is, this next bit is slightly different from when we did this, worked into the small column. We are going to make 3 double crochets in the second half double crochet of joining row 1, not 2. We're going to do 3 double crochets, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the last half double crochet of joining row 1. So instead of just making 4 stitches across that join, we're making 5 stitches for the big motifs. Half double crochet in the next chain 2 space, half double crochet in the next 96 stitches. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 20. 30. 14. 50. 60. Almost there. 70. 80. 90. Six stitches, half double crochet in the next chain 2 corner space. So we're going to repeat that one more time, starting with make 3 double crochets in the second stitch of joining row 1, 2 double crochets in the last stitch of joining row 1, half double crochet in the chain 2 corner space, 96 half double crochet across the leaf and the flower, half double crochet in that next chain 2 corner space. I'm going to do that one more time and then I'll meet you back at the last motif, I suppose. I've completed that repeat, so I'm on to the last motif and we're going to do 3 double crochets in the second half double crochet of joining row 1 and then 2 double crochets in the last half double crochet of joining row 1, half double crochet in the next chain 2 corner space, and then 95 half double crochets, remembering not to skip that first hidden stitch. So I will do that and then I'll see you at the end when I've made those 95 half double crochets. Ooh, okay, so I've made 95 half double crochets. There is 1 stitch left before the chain 2 corner space and we're going to make a half double crochet 2 together. If this will stay on the desk. Half double crochet 2 together in that last stitch and in the chain 2 corner space. Whee! So that is joining row 1 done. Now we've made 359 stitches into the large column as well. We're going to fold the second column over onto the first column so that joining row 1 of each motif is on top of each other and the wrong side of the second column is facing you. Now this is going to be fiddly, so bear with. Let's go back and make sure you don't accidentally twist that bit where they meet up. Okay, so ooh. So we're folding them onto each other. Can you see? Hook back in. We are going to chain 1. We're going to insert our hook into the first stitch of the top layer and the second stitch of the bottom layer and make a single crochet. Then we're going to take a deep breath. Working through both layers, we're going to single crochet in the next 357 stitches. So I'll show you the first 10 and then I'm going to fast forward. We'll skip to the last 10. Yep. So working through both layers, 1 and both loops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to go to 20 so I can show you what it looks like when you open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. I'm just going to put up a loop so I can show you. That is what your joints should look like. Oh, so neat. So very, very neat. Okay, I'm going to continue doing that, and then I'll see you at the end. I have made 350 of the 357 single crochets, so I'm going to do the last 7 now through both layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Whew, I'm glad that's done. That took a while. Right, so once that's all done, you can open your work up. And you should have a lovely join between small column and large column. Don't worry too much if it bulges a little bit in places. That will all block flat when you block the blanket. So once you've joined, made your 4 joins, so all 5 columns are joined, we'll be ready to start adding the border, which will be parts 14 and 15. Thank you very much for watching this part. I'll see you in part 14. Buddy.